Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be playing around with and doing a look with the Heather Austin and Unearthly Cosmetics collaboration, the Resurgence palette, the Resurgence highlighter palette. Actually, we'll just open it for you. This is what the Resurgence palette looks like. And then the highlighter palette there, and the gloss that came in the collection. And then we're going to play around with a couple of other things too, and you'll just kind of see. We're just doing a look, not really a review or anything like that. I've used this many times. I got it when it came out this summer, so I've definitely had it for a while, and I just wanted to pull it out and do another look. So I thought that that would be fun, and if you have the palette or another color story similar to this, yeah, I just felt like this is very like it came out in the summer, but I do feel a lot of fall vibes from it and a lot of like Halloween in there. And so I thought it'd be really fun to play with around this time of year. So we're going to go ahead and just start with that. I have already primed my eyelids, as you can probably tell. So let me grab a brush. And we're going to pull back my hair and then start with the look. I'm thinking that we're going to do something very dark and smoky. So I'm going to start with a shimmer, which I don't always do. I'm going to start with the shade Scarab, which is this deep kind of like black, shimmery black. And you can see my eye primer creased a little bit, so I'm just going to pat out the creases and then go in with the shimmer. And I'm just going to go with that all over the lid. And because I want this look to be really smoky, I'm starting with the shimmer. And I'm pulling that all over the lid, and as well as you can see, I'm just patting it into the crease a little bit. Oh, and then we're going to pat out the eyeshadow primer over here. Do the same thing on this eye. And this is super messy. You can see I'm just getting shadow a little bit everywhere, which is completely fine because we're going to clean everything up and I want it to be smoky. So this is not a problem at all. Next, we're going to go into Cosmetology. Cosmetology is this bright blue shade. And I'm going to work that into the crease. Actually, I'm going to take a bigger, fluffier brush. This is kind of tapered, and I think I just kind of want to put it everywhere a little bit. So we're going to get a bigger, fluffier brush and start blending this into the crease. I really love how that's looking in the crease right now, and I love how this bright blue kind of got toned down quite a bit by blending it over the gray shimmery shade. It looks more like a smoky teal almost kind of thing, and I'm definitely getting like haunted vibes. Next, we're going to go down to the lower lash line, and I'm just picking up Scarab, which was that same shimmer, and I'm just going to press it into the lower lash line like this. And I want to pull in the shade Life, which is like a satin white shade for the inner corner. And I'm just blending it up a little bit and over a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of it on my brow bone. There's really not a lot of space right there, but I am just going to add a little bit. Okay, now we're going back into Cosmology. That's that very bright blue shade. And I want to get some of it on my lower lash line. I think I'm going to grab a different brush. This is kind of just like a pencil brush. Yeah, I definitely feel like this turned into like a really great like graveyard or haunted castle kind of look. So I'm going to put on some mascara and then we'll move on to the rest of my face. Okay, mascara is on. We're just going to do eyebrows. I'm just using the ColourPop. Oh, I don't even know what it's called, but it's their brow gel in soft black. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of foundation. All right, foundation is on. And I'm just going to grab the, this is a blush by, what are they called? Flower Nose. It's the Moonlight Mermaid collection in the shade 5. And it's just a very light pink shade. Some of the nose as well. Okay, and then I want to actually go into this Wet n Wild contour palette, and it's got white and gray in it. I just feel like there's a lot of cool tones on the eyes, and I want a little bit more gray on the cheeks too. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that gray on a brush, and oh, just wanted to cool it down a little bit, but that might have been it's a little much. So very, very lightly. We're going to blend that out. Carefully. Okay. It was a little bit much, but I do like the effect that it's giving on this cheek. I just need to be more careful and tapping off the brush and then very lightly applying it. So it's adding a little bit of like grayness to the cheek, which is kind of fun. And we'll just take whatever's left on the brush, which is practically nothing, for the nose as well. Okay, that's what my face is looking like right now. I do actually like that combined cheek color. Unfortunately, it kind of stuck a little bit on this side because I had too much on my brush that like first time that I put it down. So that's unfortunate, but I do feel like it's looking acceptable. And then I was going to use the highlighter palette, but with this gray look and like the coolness of it, I kind of want to actually reach for a blue highlighter. And both of these are more like pink to gold or peach to gold kind of highlighters. So I'm going to go instead into my Rick and Morty highlighting trio, and they have a blue highlighter over here. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. Ooh, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll do both. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take Renewal, which is the darker of the two. I'm going to tap it off a little bit, and I'm going to put that over here, just kind of like in the apple area and not extending beyond like the corner of that eye. So just in the front. And we're going to blend it a lot later. So I'm just going to add it now, lightly. Okay. And then I'm taking all of the product off of my brush just on a rag and blending that in a lot more. Okay, now we're going to go into the Uncharted shade from the Rick and Morty palette, which is this blue, and we're going to use it just on the corner of my eye here. Oh, and I guess we'll go up with it too, a little bit up there. And then once most of the product is off the brush, blending it into the pink shade. So it kind of is just blended like that. I think I had a little bit too much on my brush when I did it, but it still looks very nice. And then whatever's left on my brush is going to go on the nose. It's probably mostly blue at this point. And then we're just gonna blend a little. Okay, so here's what our cheeks are looking like. It's got like that kind of pinky peach sheen over here and then a pop into the blue on the side. And then there's not very much on the nose. You can hardly see it. Okay, I am loving how that's looking. So we're gonna put on the gloss. And I'm just gonna put it on without anything else underneath. Okay, so this is what the gloss looks like just on bare lips. It has a lot of different, like if you look at the tube, it has a lot of different shimmers and reflex in it. There's like gold and blue and pink and a little bit of green, lots of different stuff. I do feel like on the lips, I primarily see the gold and pink. Yeah, but I really like this gloss. I've worn it several times. I mean, I've worn everything in this collection several times. So yeah, this was really fun. It was really fun to sit down and play with makeup. And yeah, this is the final look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really had a great time doing this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.